Welcome to our Solutions Prescribers podcast. We're glad you've joined and that you're participating with us today. Our episode is going to focus on the law of reciprocity and how to grow your medical practice with that concept. Now, before I even get into it, I want to talk about think about the ways we communicate to our patients and how oftentimes when we communicate with them, and this may not be you, but just in general, is the want, the getting. So are we getting the appointment scheduled? And is our goal focused on getting the appointment? Are we getting the agreement signed or the membership signed? Did they buy the membership? Did we collect the credit card? Do we have the credit card on file? Are we getting referrals? Are we getting reviews? Are we getting, and it's all about the get. And I understand we are in business and we have to get that information and we have to get those next steps in place in order for us to be successful. But there is power in the give and the get, in the law of reciprocity before receiving something in return. And so let's talk about that concept. So let's first dive into the law of reciprocity and what that is. And the law of reciprocity is that when something's given to you, a gift is given, it turns on our emotional and our decision-making part of the brain. And so, and they've done a lot of research on the law of reciprocity. It's just human behavior. And there's one research that was done that I'll just go over briefly, but it was about a restaurant that tested giving out treats along the side with a bill. And so the treat, when they gave you a treat, they saw, when they give you a bill with no treat, they would tip. When they give you a treat along the side with the bill, the tip that the consumers did or gave to the waiter, waitress, increased. It increased. But what's interesting about this is that not only when a gift was given, but when they came back and they said, you know what, for you good folks, here's more, and they just gave them more treats, it increased even more, like not just double, quadruple from what the tip was. So it's not only the fact of what you give them, but how you give it. So when we think about the law of reciprocity, think about something that's given to you that's equal or greater value of what you're asking, or was it customized? Did it make sense? Was it customized to them? And I like to use examples of I'm not a car person, but I know people name their car, and so if somebody were to give me just a car wash gift certificate and that's it, I'd be like, oh, thank you. I'm grateful that you thought of me, but it's not going to string my heart like it would somebody else that you give them an envelope with the name of the car that you've named it, Betty or whatever your car name is, and then they have the car wash inside that envelope, and like, this is for Betty, and not for you, it's for Betty. Betty deserves to go, and she gets high quality washed. You'll be like, dude, thank you so much. And now that means something, because you even wrote the card for Betty. It's not even a gift for you, it's a gift for your freaking car, which you love. And so it's not only what's given, but how it's given and how customized is it for them. So as we think about that law of reciprocity, let's talk about our patient experience. And so we talked about a lot of what we do is the give or the get. What's my get? What's my get? What's my get? And so let's think about what are some of the things that we could be giving, and then how do we customize it? What are things that we currently give? And then how do we then add that extra, here's for Betty, experience. And so things that we currently give are product samples. That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I'm thinking about little gifts that we give them before they leave. Like, hey, why don't you just try it out? And there you go. Or we give them water bottles when they first enter our clinic. Or we do free of charge face analysis. That's a give. Roadmaps. Come here and let's talk about a roadmap for you, and that's a give. A consult, that's a give. And so those are all gives that we provide freely. And as we provide these gives, there is danger that you give something without a purpose. And so think about that. So as we're thinking about the laws of reciprocity, the first thing that we want to keep in mind is, am I giving it with a purpose? What's the purpose of my give? Okay. My purpose of my give of the bottle water is, are you thirsty? Do you want water? No. Okay, great. You're not. You don't. We don't care if they're hydrated or not. That's really not why we're giving them the water. We want them to have a great customer experience. We want them to slow down from everything that's going on outside and just kind of breathe and say, here, you are at your sanctuary. You're in our place, and we're going to start off by slowing you down and offering you water. And that's when they walk in, they hear nice music, and it's a different ambience, is because we want that whole experience to take place. So the bottle of water is not like, are you thirsty? You want? No, okay, good. It's more like, hey, we want to make sure we take care of you, and then let's help you relax. And here's a bottle of water, and then how do I start that slowing down from everything else before they go into the consult? How do I not make it everything rushed, but let me just slow down so then they can now say, okay, I'm going to be in the present. I'm not going to worry about everything else. I'm going to turn off my phone. I'm here at my clinic. I'm here with my people. Okay. Same thing with product sales. Let's think about the product sales. How is that delivered? Is it delivered like, oh yeah, I'll give you some samples. Okay, we have a lot of them. I'm minimizing the fact that I have a lot. So it's like, oh, so they can give it to me again when I come in next time. It's not like I have a lot of them, so I'm going to give you a product sales. Like, we're going to throw them away anyway, so I might as well just give them to you. That's not why I'm giving you a product sales or a product sample. So what's the purpose of your product sample? What's the purpose of that give? And so the purpose of that give is going to be, you know what, we want to make sure we want to make sure you're using product, first of all, right? And because it's a combination of the services we do here, plus the product sales combined, that's when you start seeing great results. So here's what we're going to do for you. I'll take good care of you, and I'm going to give you these product samples, and you're going to test these while you're out in the next 2 weeks, the next 4 weeks, whenever my next appointment is. When you come back, I want to make sure you write down and let me know how it went. Here's what you're going to do. I want to see your skin, so please use this because we're going to analyze your skin together. And I want you to tell me how it felt and all that experience, so that when they come back next time, I can say, how did it go? And I can follow up with that. And when I'm following up with them on that, then my get is going to be asking for the sale. Okay, I'm glad it worked out. We're seeing great results. So let's go ahead and take good care of you. And I've got the real size that's going to last you for 3 months or whatever that is. And now there's a get. And my get, it's going to be easier to get that, to have the get because of the give you provided. The give was customized to what they needed, to what they wanted. And it was delivered, not just kindly given to the bill, there you go. But it was like, hey, for you good folks, hey, I'm going to take good care of you. Here's the product I want to give to you because I want you to see great results. I want you to test this out. But why do I want you to test it out? So you can get another sample of products next time? No. I want you to test it out so you feel confident that this is the right product for you, so then you can continue to use product and that you'll trust me so you can buy product from me. That's the reason of that give. Another give is going to be the consult. What's the purpose of the consult? Yeah, we give free consults, so come whenever you want. No, it's not like free, come whenever you want, because it really isn't free. It's your time. It's your team's time. It's occupying space in the schedule. The purpose of the consult is to be able to build trust. And so that's our give is, I'm going to give you my time of a consult. And what I'm going to ask in return is trust. Is trust that what I'm giving you is going to be accurate. Is so trust that you can move on to the next stage. Sign a membership. Trust that we can move forward. That's the give. The give is not just, here you go, here's water, here's product, here's my time. It's what's the purpose of it, and the purpose is to gain trust during that consult. So while they're sitting down with you, you better focus on making that a beautiful gift that they start trusting you because you took the time to better understand them during that consult. And so as you're looking at your gives, think about that purpose. Examples of gives, I've already shared 3, which is like that bottle waddle, slow it down, and that way they can, okay, I'm gonna maybe turn off my phone, I'm gonna focus on what's going on. It could be product samples, it could be skin analysis, it could be a roadmap. And so maybe let's say I'm gonna use the example of an injectable patient. Okay, they come in because they want some toxin done, and that's all they do is toxin. 15 units, 20 units, that's all they do. And okay, maybe I'm gonna give to you the gift of a face analysis, a beauty map, a roadmap. Can we take some time and I'll use my expertise. I'm going to gift to you my expertise to have a quick facial analysis And then I can tell you how everything would look on your face if you want to see what's possible. And would you like that? And can we move forward with that? How about I do that? That's what I do with most of my patients. Can we just do a quick beauty map? Use my expertise. I've been in the industry for 20 years, and we can do that. We're so glad you're here for the 20 units of toxin. We're glad to do that. We want to take good care of you, and what we do with our patients is that we go ahead and we do a beauty map to make sure that we can cover all of the facial needs. So let's go ahead and do that. And it's a customized need. They go, thank you so much. Yeah, please. I mean, I'm here already. You're making the most of my time. I like that. And then we're gaining trust in that consult that not only do they really need 20 units of a toxin, but maybe it's a little bit more, or maybe it's also a filler, or maybe it's a chemical pill, maybe it's something else, maybe it's some product. And so you're able to create a roadmap, and you've given them the gift of your expertise for them to look their best and feel their best. And so the law of reciprocity is, as you look at that principle, think about it. How do I strengthen my relationship with my patients? How do I increase my revenue because it becomes a more customized, a more valuable relationship when it comes to our expertise and their needs? And that's exactly how it's utilized as you think about it in relationships in general. Is you buy from people you love and trust, and so and we have integrity, so we're only going to offer what they really need, and we're going to use the law of reciprocity to gain that trust, to be able to do not just give me, but let me give and get, not just get. I should say that instead, not just get, but what can I provide and give to then get something in return, and something that's of value to them for them to get to the next stage. And so as you go about this week, don't just go about this week of thinking, okay, what are some of the things that I'm already giving to my patients, but how am I delivering it? And is there a purpose to that give? And is that purpose tied to my objective as a clinic, as a mission, as a business? Not just, hopefully not just hopefully. Sometimes we don't ask for what we want. And so ask for what you want when you're providing that give. And that could be that trust. That could be so you can make sure that's a good product for you. And the next step will be buy the product. And so just have a clear path for them when you're doing that law of reciprocity. Would love to hear your comments. Love to hear how it went during the week as you implemented that principle. And we'll see you next time.